Hey ladies and gents, welcome back to a brand new Master League where we're taking on the job of Nottingham Forest. We are going to try and emulate the legendary Brian Clough. We're going to try and get them promoted and then go on to win the Champions League back to back. And we're going to try and do it with this man here, David Beckham. He is no longer part of the MLS setup. He's decided to come to Nottingham, get rid of his suit, jump into a shirt, and he's going to be the man to carry Nottingham Forest and lead them to glory. So we're going to be putting this on legend difficulty, but at the minute, as you can see, I haven't unlocked it yet. When it comes to the starting budget, I've gone for large. However, I won't use all that money. I'm going to put some challenges and objectives to make sure that the spend doesn't go crazy and keeps it fairly realistic. Now with some challenges in mind, and we have win the prestigious Brian Clough Award. So I have to win promotion, then win the Premier League, and then back-to-back Champions League trophies. Pretty much impossible, but that is what Brian Clough actually did. He took Nottingham Forest, who are mid-table. They went on to get promoted to the old Division 1, which is now the Premier League. And then they won that league title, and then they went on to win 2 back-to-back European Cups. That's like, you know, if you were to look at today's scenario, that's like Preston North End getting promoted, winning Premier League, and then winning 2 Champions League titles. That's the equivalent. So you can understand what an achievement that is. So that is the main goal. That's the long-term goal that we've set. But we've also got some shorter-term goals, and we're also going to have some consequences to some of these if we don't meet them. So the challenge number 2 is get promoted or sell one player, which will be decided by the community. So that is you guys. You will decide which one of my players gets sold if we do not get promoted. Number 3 is sign 3 players from the youth team. Number 4 is start with a very large budget, which we already touched on, but we only have a max spend of 10 million. Challenge number 5 and 6 are very similar. Loan 1 Premier League player and 1 La Liga player who isn't a starting regular in their lineup. So I want you guys in the comments below to suggest 1 from each, and the best suggestion will be featuring in the next episode. Challenge number 7. Sign 1 free agent from South America. Challenge number 8. 3 youth players that signed must play 10 matches each or be released. Challenge number 9. Finish below 10th at the end of the season and you've got to find another team. Basically you're sacked. And challenge number 10 finally is legend difficulty only, but we can do that once it's unlocked. So before we look at the signings, let's just take a look at the Nottingham Forest team, the formation I'm going to use and tactics that I'm going to employ. This is a formation and tactic I would definitely recommend for that underdog team. It's a 5-3-2, and I would prefer to go with 3 central midfielders, but we have a lack of central midfielders, so something to consider when we talk about signings in a minute. But this is the formation and tactic that I'm going to employ with Nottingham Forest. So it's a 5-3-2. Its attacking instructions are counter-attack, long pass, central attack and air, maintain formation, and 6 for support range. All-out defence, wide, conservative, 3 for defensive line, 3 for compactness. False number 9, centering targets, and deep defensive lines. So what we're looking to do here is obviously counter-attack, but the fullbacks are so important to how successful this formation is. Ideally, you're going to want pinpoint crossing on your fullbacks. Now, my left back is pretty good, to be fair. He's 23 years old. He's got pinpoint crossing. Really good player, actually. He's got stats in all the right places, lofted pass being one of the most important if we're going to use crossing. Whereas my right back side, you know, it's lacking a little bit, hasn't got the pinpoint crossing, and the lofted pass is only 72, so not brilliant. Obviously, with a lot of crosses, we're going to want like a target man or someone tall who can head the ball. Cafu's got some great kicking power, so you can take on some nice long-range shots. Got Harry Arter as well, but this is quite an aging team. If you look at their ages, like 31, 27, 30, 28. So it's not a young team by any stretch of imagination. So again, we want to try and bring that age down, but we don't want to like flood it with too much youth because we do need some experience in there to get us promoted out of this division. Let's take a look at the youth team and sign 3 players as per my objectives. So the first signing I wanted to make from the youth team is a striker. It was between Russo and Viner, And in the end, I went for Russo purely for the fact that his stamina is 71 and Vinus is only 61. He's also a year older than Russo, but he does have a better offensive awareness, which is very important, as I've touched on in the past. But hopefully, you know, within a year, we can boost that offensive awareness with dedicated training. So I'm going to sign Russo. I'm going to sign a left back, Teixeira, who's only 16 years old, but got good speed, acceleration, stamina, and he's got also great conditioning, which means he could feature quite prominently if my other left back is off form. The final youth signing was a real toss-up between Harrington and Berger, but it all came down to the sort of development sheet. As you can see there, Berger's is tailing off, whereas Harrington looks to go up by the age he's 22. So I've gone ahead and signed 2 new players. Marcinho from Botafogo. And let's just take a look at his stats. So he's got great stats all around. He's got great speed, acceleration. He's even got decent balance stat as his stamina. And obviously the low pass and lofted pass stats are incredible. And to sign a player of this caliber for a championship side is absolutely exceptional. He's got pinpoint crossing, weighted pass and low lofted pass. Those 3 are going to be really, really useful. And he can do some serious damage on that right-hand side and will be a great addition to this Nottingham Forest side. Then for striker, we've gone for Ademi, and he is a typical big centre forward. Look at that, 195 centimetres in height. He's still young as well, 24 years old. He's got great conditioning, which means he could feature quite a bit. And he's got great physical contact, able to hold up the ball. Amazing heading, 85 for heading, and good finishing as well. And that offensive awareness, 79, is really, really good for a striker of this caliber. You know, he's only 72 rated. He's got plenty of room for development. If we look at his player skills, he's got heading, rising shots, first time shot, super sub, and fighting spirit. I've now set up my scouting network. He did actually come back with a very, very good defender in Turkmen. So if we look at this guy here, plays for Trabzonspor, and you can see he's got great speed, acceleration, but more importantly, look at that defensive awareness, 85. That is so important for a defender. And conditioning is 6. And he's only 22 years old. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about him. So this is what my Nottingham Forest team looks like right now, guys. So Ademi is going to start on the bench. And the reason being is because he is going to affect my team spirit a little bit. So we're going to have to blood him in slowly. But Marcinho goes straight into the squad. He's too good to leave out. We've received an offer of 31,000 from Luton Town for Shelby, and looking at his stats, he doesn't look the greatest, so I'm going to release him, and that is going to be our first exit out the door. The first match of the Sky Bet Championship sees us take on last season's relegated Premier League side, Norwich City, at the City Ground. Ball thrown into Guerrero. Guerrero turns his man. Good shot. Oh, just wide of the far post. Not too far away. Cantwell plays it forward. Stepman plays in Pukki. Pukki has a go! Oh, great save by Samba. Corner to Norwich. Crossed in. Stepman heads it. Cleared off the line by Guerrero. Here's Lolly. Freeman. Arter. Guerrero has a go! Oh, comfortable in the end for the goalkeeper. Here come Norwich. Stepman feeds Cantwell. Cantwell strikes it into the back of the net. It's 1-0 to Norwich City. It's been an even contest, this one. But Norwich City break the deadlock first. Stubman picks up the ball. He's looking for runners, cuts inside. Feeds Cantwell, who strikes it first time, hard and true, into the corner of the net. Beautiful goal, but can Nottingham Forest respond? And here's McKenna. McKenna, he's through on goal. Keeper's off his line, goes for the chip. Oh, just over the bar. Here's Lolly. Into Guerrero. Guerrero shifts the ball. Guerrero's got a chance. Oh, good save by Tim Krul to push it wide for the corner. Corner taken. Headed it into the near post by Guerrero. Nottingham Forest have their equaliser. 88th minute. And surely that is enough to secure a point at the first match of the season. It's been a very, very tight contest, this one. And perhaps, you know, both teams deserve to share the spoils. can see that. So that gives Norwich City and Nottingham Forest a point. And the next match sees us face Blackburn Rovers at Ewood Park. Here's Bell playing a long ball forward to Gallagher. Gallagher on the overhead kick. Oh my word, cleared off the line by Samba, who was off his line. Almost caught out. Ball in. Armstrong rises, heads it, and great save from Samba. Samba then pounces on the loose ball. Here's Lolly looking for support. Arter back to Lolly. Lolly! Oh, outside of the foot, in off the post. Beautiful goal from Lolly. He just waits for Arter to join him in attack. Arter returns the favour, and then outside of the foot, great goal from Lolly. Here's Lolly again. Lolly's through. Lolly shoots and scores. 53 minutes in, 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. Great goal that from Lolly. Bex approves. The ball here though split the two centre backs apart. Look at that, right in between them. Lolly, one touch to set the ball, and a second just to volley it past the goalkeeper. 86 minutes in. Here's Travis, who's just come on. Oh, and headed wide down into the turf and just wider than an near post. 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. Beckham with his first win of the season. And that leaves us with 4 points in 5th place. So we received an offer for Christie from Cardiff City for 1.6 million. We've got plenty of cover on that side. We've got Jenkinson there as well as the newly signed Marcino. But look at this guy, Marcus Antonio, who's popped up in my scouts. Looks pretty good in terms of the stats. He's just 20 years of age and he plays for Shakhtar Donetsk. So let me know your thoughts on whether we should sign him in the comments below. With the transfer window closing in the next episode, be sure to get your suggestions which Premier League and La Liga players we should look to loan. Just remember they have to be players that don't start regularly for their clubs. And obviously the best suggestion will be featured in my next episode. This is how the squad looks now. So be sure to pass on your suggestions on how we can improve this. And thanks for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next episode. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.